Good morning, Ohio. It is James Lewis of This Dream House. With us today is legendary wrestler and now owner of OVW and Collar and Elbow Tie-Up, Al Snow. Al, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate you giving me the time.
Excellent. It's our pleasure. So what is One Night Only Clash in the Bluegrass?
Well, One Night Only Clash in the Bluegrass is a cooperative show between both OVW and Impact Wrestling. We're going to combine the talent rosters for that one night and film a worldwide pay-per-view. It'll be broadcast all around the world internationally. And it's a great platform for both OVW and for Impact Wrestling to reach new audiences and expose our talent to new people. So
awesome.
I'm very excited and very appreciative to Impact Wrestling to have this opportunity to showcase, OVW and OVW's talents and just exactly what we can do. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, the great thing about it is you've got a lot of experience with exposing talent at TNA Wrestling back in the day. When weren't you one of the was it? Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the Gut Check. One of the judges?
Gut Check, yes, and and then I worked for a long time with TNA Impact Wrestling as a producer. Worked with a lot of talent and during that time, and it was a great relationship. Really enjoyed my time there, and I'm again, very happy that I have this opportunity to work with them again.
Excellent. So the event is going to be Saturday, March 2nd, correct?
Saturday, March 2nd. The doors will open up at 6 p.m. The show will begin promptly at 7. And not to mention, this also is a live television broadcast in the local Louisville market with our television broadcast partner, WBNA 21 TV in Louisville. So
wow.
We'll not only be filming it for, international release as a pay-per-view, we will also be doing it live, doing a live actual television broadcast at the same time.
That is amazing. So what's the venue that it's going to be held at?
It'll be held at the historic Davis Arena. It's 4400 Shepherdsville Road. And the reason I say historic is because, the number of professional wrestling superstars that have been born there and went through there, it just is amazing. If you think of, from Mark Henry to the Big Show to Batista to Randy Orton to John Cena to CM Punk to, Beth Phoenix, Maryse, Miz. I mean, the list goes on endlessly, quite honestly, that have been there and performed in the Davis Arena. And, we're going to have yet again another historic night there, March 2nd. Should be pretty amazing.
Exactly. I mean, so many careers have started in OVW and so many great careers in TNA. Obviously, looking at the alumni page of either of those organizations is huge. Just the number of legends that have participated in there. I want to ask, and I was going to say, if there's any of them you have to pass on or don't want to give away the surprise, but wanted to find out with the OVW wrestlers, will your world champion be at this event?
Well, our OVW heavyweight champion, we don't have a world champion because we're not a world organization, but, our heavyweight champion, regional heavyweight champion is, right now is Tony Gunn. And, he'll be facing off with Sami Callihan, Ohio's own Sami Callihan. Sami has been taking a visit to the OVW event tonight and, caused the situation between he and Tony Gunn. We're looking at, Ohio's own Madison Rain from Columbus. Madison will be there in Louisville. She'll be taking on, Callie, OVW's champion. And then we'll, Brian Cage of Impact Wrestling will be there. Moose, Eddie Edwards, the Christ brothers, Sawyer Fulton, quite a few guys criminals will be there, and they'll be, interspersed with OVW talent throughout the card.
Excellent. So, like, for example, you mentioned your heavyweight champion's going to be there. What about your
Anarchy champion right now is Anarchy title is basically just exactly what it says. It's complete anarchy. You can, as the Anarchy champion, you can pick any rules to the match that you want in any way. Pretty much anything goes. It's basically like the hardcore title used to be in WWE. And Tommy Dreamer holds that title, and unfortunately he's got a prior obligation and he can't make it on March 2nd. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can imagine you know all about holding that hardcore title, multiple-time champion, correct?
Yes. Time hardcore champion, held the European title, and was a World Tag Team champion with Nick Foley.
Excellent. And then, of course, speaking of World Tag Team champions, or Southern Tag Team champions, my bad, will your guys be there, Jackson Crimson?
Yes, the War Kings, Jax, Dane, and Crimson will be there. They're the OVW Southern Tag Team champions. Those titles actually go all the way back to the Jarrett and Lawler regime in Memphis. They're the actual original title belts, and they'll be there defending those against King's Ransom and Zach Wentz and Tyler. I can't remember his last name. Trey Miguel and Zach Wentz in a triple threat match for the OVW Southern Tag Team title.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say, I know they've gotten a lot of publicity of late with, they did one of the other tournaments. I forget which one it was. I want to say like the Crockett Cup or something to that extent, where your team, the War Kings, was in that and did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I don't think the World Crockett Cup has happened yet, has it?
You're right. I might be thinking of the wrong one. I know it was a really big.
I know they were at an NWA pop-up show in Tennessee, and they did a great job there. And they also wrestled for Impact Wrestling at the subsequent TV tapings and did really well. And then they are invited. I think they're one of the teams that have been slotted for the Crockett Cup that's coming up. But I'm happy that we have them, and they're doing a great job as champions for us.
So, of course, can't go without mentioning Crazy Steve. I mean, that's going to be huge, right? Will he be there?
Crazy Steve and Sin Bodhi, who was formerly Kazani with WWE. Sin will be here. He'll be at the live television taping next Wednesday on February 27th, and then he'll be on the show of Impact versus OVW. He'll be there as well. And if anybody's seen any of the videos that he puts out on social media, this guy, makes Charles Manson look like, like he's a kid.
Exactly.
Like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I mean he's totally out there and
like
a lot of fun.
He's like Captain Spaulding, but like on acid. Captain Spaulding.
Love the Groucho Marx reference.
What's that?
I said I love your Groucho Marx reference. That is phenomenal. Yeah, Captain Spaulding, the African explorer, of course.
That's right.
So let's see. OVW has a long-standing relationship with Louisville, with Kentucky, like you said. But this event's going to be nationally televised on pay-per-view. Any other big events planning future with TNA?
We're hoping that this will just be the beginning of what turns out to be a really mutually beneficial relationship between the two companies going forward. And allowing us to be able to really grow and build for both of us, both companies. A great chance to really expand both brands, expand and develop our talent and reach an even broader audience. It's great. We can, I think that for wrestling fans, for true wrestling fans, I think this could be an amazing show. And I think for casual fans that are out there and are just looking to have a good time and they like wrestling, I think this could be a terrific show for them to come in and see the talent and have a really great time as well. And we make an effort to run a very exciting and edgy, but at the same time, family-friendly show. And I know that sounds like, it's an oxymoronic situation. Like, how do you make it edgy and exciting, but yet make it family-friendly? And, it's you can do that. You just have to be very creative in your approach. And, you just don't want to do anything that's, obscene or offensive, but you can still make it edgy and exciting and create, tense moments that build to a dramatic conclusion and, let people really, live vicariously through what they see in the ring.
That is phenomenal. And then recently, we just had Valentine's Day. And of course, you're the perfect person to ask about Valentine's Day presents because you are synonymous with everyone's favorite Valentine's Day present, which of course is quality T-shirts.
Quality T-shirts, that's right. Yes, that went a different direction than I expected. But you're absolutely correct. Quality clothing wear is what I've been associated most with, especially recently with Collar and Elbow. And, I created a brand, a wrestling brand, and quite honestly, I felt that the NFL had, football fans had Under Armour, and Nike, basketball and running had Nike, and I just didn't feel like there was anything that really represented the passion and the love of wrestling, for wrestling fans. I mean, it's one thing, to go to WWE, and I'm not knocking them, and buy one of their shirts or something, but I don't know many grown men who want to walk around with the face of another man plastered on their chest, and then you get the stigma of when you wear something that's quite obviously a wrestling T-shirt out in public, and you're not around other wrestling fans, and you get the typical, you like wrestling, that stuff's fake. And it's like, well, congratulations, Sherlock. How long did it take for you to discern that? I mean, how many clues did you have to line up to piece that puzzle together? You watch it because you enjoy it. You watch it because you love it. And to be quite honest, would we want it to be real? It wouldn't be nearly as fun or nearly as entertaining as far as, being an actual competitive situation. And we like it the way it is. And Collar and Elbow is a representation of that. We try to come up with incredible, unique designs that look more like streetwear. But if you're a wrestling fan and you see the design and the reference, you get it that it is about professional wrestling. It is about wrestling. And if you're not a wrestling fan, you just see it and you think, wow, that's a really cool shirt with a really cool design. I think I want to buy one too. And we get the only highest quality material for our clothing as possible because I've told my partners, I was like, hey, if I'm going to have to wear these things every single day, I want something that's going to be comfortable. So, we got the type of shirts that they're so comfortable and so nice, you'll dig through your drawer to find them, regardless of whether they're collar and elbow or not.
That is phenomenal.
If anybody's interested, then go to collarandelbowbrand.com, and they can check out the designs. And if you wish, you can use the code SNOWMAN, SNOWMAN, at the checkout, and it'll take 10% off of your purchase. And you can also round up your purchase, and we donate all of that rounded up money to the Cauliflower Alley Club, who have been a charitable organization, nonprofit charitable organization, that's been helping former boxers and wrestlers for several decades now. I think they started back in the late 60s and have just recently, through their charitable efforts, helped a former professional wrestler who is handicapped and could not afford to buy a handicap-accessible van, and they were able to gather the funds together and make that possible so that he could now get around a little easier. So we're always trying to look for ways to get back to the community and to especially our true love of the sport of professional wrestling.
That is phenomenal. So it sounds like there's some great things going on. Of course, Saturday, one night only, Clash in the Bluegrass. But then again, you also pretty much every, Wednesday and Sunday, the majority of the time, have shows?
We have shows every single Wednesday at the Davis Arena in Louisville, Kentucky, where we film our television. We are now on episode 1019 episodes that we have done consecutively. October 10th, we had our 1000th episode, consecutive episode, and quite frankly, I mean, there's not many other television programs that can boast that, and really, in wrestling-wise, there's only WWE, and they, Raw reached 1,000 episodes a couple of years ago, and then SmackDown reached their 1,000th episode the following week after we had reached ours. So I'm very proud of that we've been operating and performing for, consecutively for so many years, and, actually doing a broadcast television show every single week, and we're looking to do another 1,000. And so hopefully you can interview me when we do our 2,000th consecutive episode.
That would be great. I would look forward to that. So definitely, Saturday, March 2nd, one night only, Clash in the Bluegrass down at the Davis Arena. And, of course, you can find on social media and the web. Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me at The Real Al Snow, either on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find links for the one night only at Impact Wrestling on their website, and ours at OhioValleyWrestling.com. OVWrestling.com. And you can go to GladiatorSportsNetwork.live, and you can purchase your tickets online in advance, which I would highly suggest that you do. We have released, over the last since last week, we released 80 tickets initially. They sold out in a day. We released 50 more. They sold out in another day. And we've just released another 50, and they'll probably sell out as well. And we have a limited amount of space in the arena. We're going to pack everybody in that we can, but it's looking like it's going to easily sell out. So if you want to come, I would highly suggest that you buy your tickets in advance online. And then go to GladiatorSportsNetwork.live and click on the link for the tickets and purchase your tickets for the Saturday, March 2nd.
Definitely. I agree with you. Great advice. Always buy the tickets ahead of time. That way you don't get there and it be sold out on you.